Well, today I got a blast from the past. It was when we put in a new driveway at this house we bought back in 2021. We moved in actually in August of 2021, and at that point knew that we wanted some time to have the driveway removed and a new one put in. So by spring of 2022, we'd called enough places, declined quotes, gotten other quotes, finally made our decision what to do, and hired a company to come in and do it. It was the biggest mess of 3 weeks ever. I thought it would never be finished, but it was interesting to see what all they did and how they demolish and haul off your old concrete driveway, which definitely was a mess. And then in our case, they found underneath the old concrete, it was sand. There was not gravel under there. It was sand. Home was built in 62, I think it is. And maybe that's how they did them back then. Don't know. But that was disappointing. They ended up having to haul in lots of trailer loads of stone, quite a bit more than they had planned. But it was hard getting a crew because this was during the recovery spring after all the COVID shutdowns and all of that. So a lot of people were booked so solid through the year of 22, we were not going to be able to get somebody to come out until late. We wanted it done, but we finally found these guys. And it was a struggle for them. You see how that sand is just causing their little machines not to be able to get any traction to pull up the stone. But they worked on it. I would have to look up the dimensions that we wanted. It was what I felt was quite pricey, but I had only replaced a driveway once before at our home, and that was just a straight, driveway from the street up to the house. This one was going to include a sidewalk across the front, a widening of the driveway all the way across this area from the garage to the lot line, and then circle back all the way where we want a garden barn, and then circle back, and we're having the patio removed too, because that little patio that was there was just a tiny little patio, and we wanted it enlarged, made a lot bigger than it was. In hindsight, I should have made it just a tiny bit bigger, but I didn't. Now this one was done in 3 stages. We did have a portion of the garage flooring replaced too. And they came in, they compacted everything, pulled out the things that I didn't want, and I kind of made a big, almost curved area. During the same time as when a crew came in and took down that bush thicket of honeysuckle we had back there, so that was all gone. Now, all my hypertufa sitting all over the place in different places, the chipmunks loved it because they thought, oh, thank you for centering everything to where I want it to. Just jump from bowl to bowl and dig it up. That was a pain because, we move everything and then find out, okay, now it's going to be this area. Let's shift everything to the other side. Nope, let's shift everything to this side. But eventually, only losing a few of my troughs, we had it all ready, and they were able to really get in there and get things placed, ready, framed up, whatever you call that, where they shape those boards like you want them. Now that is a flower bed that I had partially removed, enlarged, but then we decided later to take out the trees and bushes. But that's my clear honeysuckle thicket now. Now in this back side of the house, that flower bed was there. I widened it a little bit because we put a sidewalk to connect the driveway and the patio. I ended up later removing those 2 big bushes. I didn't like them. The rabbits hid in them. I just couldn't take it. But the patio was enlarged enough so that we could set tables out there. Now our front, I had a lot of vinca and stuff that I'd put hypertufa bowls in. Got rid of that. But in the stages that the guys did it, everything seemed to work out well. They compacted it well. All the pours that they did seemed to be planned out very, very well. They did 3 pours in all because they did this portion of the garage and then this portion of the front sidewalk leading up to the door first. And then that had to get ready before they could do any more. Later we replaced these doors, of course. Cha-ching! Now these guys did this new driveway over a period of about 3 weeks. Now they did it in March, so it had gotten springy enough. We had nice weather, and then we'd get dipped to colder weather where they couldn't work, and then occasionally there was snow and things like that where they just kind of had to stop until the weather got back like over 40 degrees. But since the work is pretty strenuous, the guys out there get pretty hot doing it. And ours presented them pretty much of a problem based on finding that sand, having to haul extra rock and stone and everything into it. And I can remember that, looking back on the filming of this, I think I only caught 2 times where they brought the truck in to bring a load of cement. Concrete? I don't know. I guess you call it concrete when it's in the mixer like that. But they did the back edges. I should say they initially started with the front sidewalk, and then the garage. That's what it was. It was the little garage. Because there was this portion of the garage that really had bad cracks in it, in that front floor. And they did that first. And then I can't recall if that had to cure for 2 or 3 days, something like that. But then they would come back and they started the patio. And they did this driveway. It ended up being a pretty wide driveway. And of course I can't find my paperwork to get the dimensions of what the driveway was. But it went from the base of our garage all the way over. We took it all the way over to the property line. Just so that, we would take advantage of a paved area all the way over there. And we'd have lots of parking area. But it reminded me of hypertufa when they were pouring it. And I thought, wow, if I could have forms and a big thing like that, look how many bowls I could fill up. But there's the front that was already completed at this spot. We extended that and rounded it into the driveway because I don't have any images or anything, but there was like a little piece of grass and tree and everything to the front side of the garage. I didn't see the point of that, so we just completely eliminated that. But they, used brushes and everything to give it a good texture. It is not at all slippery out there because the water drains real well off of it. Now, since they finished this in 22, this is our 5th summer to be able to use this, and it has performed perfectly in this 5 years. It's been great. No cracking. He had a word, some kind of mesh or something that's in the concrete. They didn't have to use rebar. If you all have different opinions about that, that's up to you. But he said for regular driveway traffic, this is what he always uses. Now, if we were going to be pulling these giant cement trucks in here and parking them, 3 and 4 days at a time, we'd have probably needed 6-inch concrete with rebar. But ours is just a regular driveway. Occasionally we have, at this point, 4 and 5 cars sometimes when we have company, but this has worked out just fine. Now, if we had it to do over, I think I would have extended that little portion into the garage, maybe 1 more foot, just so that we wouldn't have to worry about, I don't know, like a residual crack that where it was weakened there at the front. Don't ask me if the people that lived here before us, who were the original owners from 62, if they had pulled heavy equipment and that's what made it cave there or something else. I don't know that much about concrete. But the guys worked real hard. They were very friendly, very nice. And of course my husband wanted to be out there talking all the time. He's one of those type customers. He wants to chit-chat, chit-chat, chit-chat with you. But it turned out really good. Really well pleased with it. It is expensive. It kind of surprised me when we were calling for quotes. It was a lot more expensive than I thought it was going to be. We had a driveway repaired once before, taken out and repaired, and that was like, I think it was $6,000 or $8,000 or something like that. And that one was just straight from the sidewalk to the garage, just the straight, typical sidewalk. And this one enveloped a whole lot more and was also a whole lot more expensive. So here's the pink truck that came on another day to do the other half of the sidewalk, or I'm sorry, the driveway. It was cute to have a big pink truck. But they had whatever you call that little buggy thing that took loads of cement out to the back door where the patio was getting filled in. And they just kind of drove that thing around and poured it into the patio. And then I don't remember how many times they had to fill that bucket. Of course, I ran around there and tried to film that portion of it. It looks real gooey and soupy in this little thing. But we had extended the patio to reach just about under a kitchen window, which was about 3 or 4 feet off to the left of this picture. And then to the right, we extended it all the way over to the base of the fireplace, because I didn't see any reason to keep those edges. And we wanted it a little bit bigger anyway. We did extend it out further. I think it was like maybe 4 or 5 feet out further than the original patio, because that original patio was very tiny. Well, it was a long time getting all of this done. I mean, 3 weeks of carrying groceries from the curb, and then even after it was completed and finished, he said it would be best not to drive on it for a fairly long time, 3 weeks or longer if we could stand it, which we did. But I loved it. Everything looked so nice and so neat. And then I had all of my pots and hypertufas and troughs to go place and put exactly where I wanted to. Everything just looked so clean and neat. And it was a big undertaking after the purchase of the house the year before, but I think it was worth every penny we paid. I don't know if you would feel the same way, but I just wanted it done. It's done. Now we never have to worry about a place to park or driving machines, anything across that particular driveway. No bumps and places for us to trip. It would be easily trippable on those big, huge cracks. But I love it. Now we just have to worry about our property tax valuations, because they'll punish us for upkeeping our property. We know how that works. we're always going to get a tax increase. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.